Hello and welcome to this seed nutrition presentation. I'm very excited to share that with you because I discovered this about 3 years ago. This information about seeds, and we all know about seeds more or less, right? But when I dig a little bit more into it, I realize that there is a lot of power into seeds. So today rather, I'm going to share with you a little bit about seed nutrition and sharing my screen here. Give me just a second. Here we go. My name is Patrick Rhein. I'm a wellness and a life coach, and I've been doing that for the past, I would say, a formal certified life coach since 2001. And I've been also a trainer before. I've been interested in wellness, health and wellness for the longest time. Since my 20s, I came across, always been very healthy on the healthy lifestyle. But since then, I've been searching for the best nutrition and always on a natural way. I'm more like a whole food type of guy. I'm not jumping onto supplementation that are fragmented vitamins or these type of things. So I'm always looking for the most natural option that I can have. So when I came across the seed nutrition, it just made sense, right? It's like seeds is the start of life. It's where everything starts. And in order to create a tree, you need the power. You need to create a human being. You need the power. So that power is contained in these small little seeds, and it creates, a sequoia tree that is 3,000 years old, or very high and over 1 billion of needles and things like that. So, but it starts with a small seed, so it's fascinating. So, what we're going to cover today, in terms of topics, I'm going to take you through the understanding of where we're at in terms of society and how, we are really into a situation of fast. It's the new epidemic. So everything is fast and everything has to be now. And so we have no time to go and get a garden and fruit and vegetable and cook them, right? So we're going to talk about that in a bit. I'm going to share with you some nutritional information as well as introducing you to the seed nutrition, as I already started. We'll also talk about the science behind the research of seeds, and I'm going to introduce you to our flagship products, Soul and Core, and talk very briefly about the other new products. I'm going to also share with you the kinesiology, and the product tasting would have been good, but we're not that far yet that we can taste over internet, but it's going to come one day. So when we meet in person, you'll have a chance to do the test, the kinesiological test, as well as the tasting. And finally, on the second part, and that's going to require a second link, I'm going to share with you the possibility to do business with us. And I mean by that, if you really moved by this product and you want to participate to the expansion of the company, who is already 6 years old, the company started in 2011, November 2011, and expanding in over 40 countries right now. So we are doing really great, so great that we need more people to share the good news. And there is no competition at this point, and nobody else does what we do. So let me dive in quickly. So it's, of course, all about health, right? So it's basically the reason why I look into that is because I have only one body. At this point, we cannot go shopping for a new body. We can shop for some new replacement parts, like kidneys and hearts and stuff like that, but it's not really ideal, and we suffer a lot when we go through operations. In matter of fact, I have two friends. One is my cousin who was, had to have a kidney replacement, and he had to wait 3 years, in order to get his kidney. And during that period of time, he had to go through dialysis and all this stuff. And it's really, really tough. Tough for the body, but tough for the mind as well. Another friend of mine also had a kidney replacement, only 40 years old, it's ridiculous. So therefore, I go from that principle. if you invest in your body, you reap the benefit later. And the earlier you invest, the better. But if it's too late, not too late, but if it's later in life, it's never too late, basically, because the body is an amazing machine and machinery that really self-heal. So if you give it the right stuff, then your body is going to really be able to recuperate and regulate the system and self-heal. So take care of your body, as it is the only one you live in. So yes, the epidemic, it's crazy. It's crazy what is happening out there. It's all about fast. It's all about no time. It's all about easy and convenient. 24/7, you can eat anywhere, drive in, you don't even get out of your car. Challenging. From that place, there is, of course, a lot of challenges coming. People are developing more and more diseases, more and more inflammation, more and more trouble. So I'm going to share with you a little video speaking about that and what's happening really today. So I'll let you watch this. And I'm going to turn off first the microphone.
This is the 21st century health story. Increased disease, increased medical bills, people losing quality of life, losing time, and ultimately dying too early despite improved medical care. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation recently funded a study that found that poor nutrition is the #1 cause of death. Poor nutrition kills more people in the U.S. than smoking, car accidents, war, and terrorism. We desperately need raw nutrition to keep our cells healthy. A healthy cell can't get disease. So, why is our nutrition in such bad shape? Some of the answers are easy. Many of us jokingly consider French fries a vegetable serving. Our average sugar intake is over 200 pounds a year, and 91% of the country eats 0 to 1 servings of fruits or vegetables daily. The short answer is the Western diet, along with the time, effort, and money to eat right. But we have an even bigger problem leading to poor nutrition. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said thousands of years ago, "Let food be thy medicine." Today, even those who eat 7 to 9 fruits and veggies daily are running into giant roadblocks to raw nutrition. GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, are seeds manipulated to improve the ease of farming that are now being proven to destroy needed minerals in the soil and harm digestion in people and animals. The scary part, according to the USDA, over 80% of the crops farmed in the US are GMO. Pesticides, used to deter pests, now being found not only on our food, but in our food. And we all know our environment is becoming increasingly toxic. GMOs, pesticides, and toxins are making it more difficult for us to get raw, unaltered nutrition, even when we make the effort. Without the proper nutrition, our cells can't fight the #1 cause of disease, chronic inflammation. Research shows that inflammation at the cellular level leads to over 200 of the most serious diseases we face. According to Dr. Brian Peskin, one of the only ways around all these obstacles is to have a total lifestyle change and take the time, effort, and money to source and consume a 100% non-GMO vegan diet.
Welcome back. Yes, is not incredible what we are experiencing here. So little time, so much to do. So let's take the easy route. Easy route, that fast food era, as I mentioned, ready, processed for us, and it's so easy and convenient. But a lot of, sugar is really big, right? So that affects us a lot. Of course, these company who are just creating this food, they're not looking for the highest nutrients or best quality food to produce. They're all about profit, and that's what counts. And it has to taste good, though. So how about a little bit of MSG? Are you familiar with MSG? It's really creating holes in our brain. So it is not a good solution. Therefore, we got to really be careful on what we put in our body, because it's, yes, I know it's easy, and we get addicted to that. You know, the more sugar, the more they put some products in it that are a little bit addictive. And so I refer you to maybe some documentary on food. There are all kinds of really interesting documentary out there that are denouncing what these industries are doing. So, choice. Life is all about choices. So, what do we choose? The easy way or the more, challenging? It takes more time. Yes, for sure. And we got to look for the organic fruit and vegetable, which are not always really organic, but that's another story. In any case, as you heard in that video, more and more inflammation in our body. So that means there is oxidation happening in the body, and this oxidation creates dysfunctional organs or dysfunctional reaction in our body. And from this dysfunctional reaction, then you have inflammation, and then all kinds of disease that can show up, from the diabetes to skin degeneration, cancer, prostate, and you name it, heart disease, all these more and more current disease that we are facing. So what can we do? What do you do when you are in pain? What is your next step? What do you do? Typically, that takes the easy route, right? We're going to grab a pill. Oh, okay, it feels already better. Unfortunately, a lot of side effect coming from that. So what do you do when you have side effects? Well, you take another pill, and you take another pill to get rid of these problems. And we are walking around that way. That's interesting, right? And so, of course, if you think that by taking multivitamins is a solution, you might think twice, because synthetic or fragmented vitamins don't have the same effect as whole food nutrition. Because the way it works is like you give, let's say, a vitamin E to your body, but he needs a D. So the body is going to have to work hard to get rid of these synthetic vitamins, and so produce more energy. And if you keep doing that every day, then you are going to create an unbalance, you debalance your body, right? There is not like a good recognition of one another between the synthetic and the natural. So the conversation is not fluid. When you take a whole food nutrition supplement or real food, then there is a symbiosis happening. So the body recognizes what is natural. Nature talk to nature. And there is a symbiosis and a bioavailability that is more constant. So you may want to contemplate to go towards a whole food nutrition, or, of course, organic fruit and vegetables. So the challenge we have here is that the fruit and vegetable we buy today are no longer having the quality of the fruit and vegetable from the 1950s, for example. There are many researches that have been done about that, and they found out that they're losing about 60 to 80% of nutrients from comparing the fruit and vegetable from 1950 to today. And that was like a research that's been done in the 90s as well in the early 2000s. And so now if you go in the latest one, it's going to be even worse. So in other words, just to give you an example, to have the equivalent of nutrition of an apple that was coming from the 1950 to today apple. Do you know how many apples you need to eat to have the equivalent of nutrition? 100. 100, according to this research. And in terms of oranges, 22 oranges to have the equivalent of nutrition that you had in the 1950s. So why is that? It's simple. Unfortunately, we are in surproduction. We produce and produce and produce. The soil doesn't have time to replenish itself, and it loses all the quality nutrients that we need. Second, we are, pesticiding and herbiciding. I don't know if that word exists, but we're putting a lot of pesticides and herbicides on the crops, and additionally we pick them green or from far away, transportation and all that, and it arrives at home with, of course, almost nothing in it, and ripes in our homes. So the quality of nutrients, and then additionally to that, we cook the vegetables, so we lose even more. So that is why we start to have little challenges here, because we don't give to the body what it needs to perform. So it is a love story. It's a love story for yourself, in between you and you. So we need to start to love ourselves in order to really take the time to heal and choose maybe not the easy route, but the senseful route. So what is the love story? Well, it's becoming more. If you want to become more of a fulfilling human being, which doesn't have to worry about the pain here or pain there, and it has a lot of stamina, a constant energy, and never have to go to a doctor and all that, it's nice, right? Then you have options. So let me introduce you to the power of seeds. Amazing. And here you're going to learn about the story of this company. They have found a brilliant way to harness the power of seeds through cold pressing them. And that has been done following some research about cancer. So I'll let you discover that video that is going to tell you all about it.
We would like to introduce you to an alternative that has largely remained a secret. An alternative that delivers concentrated raw nutrition, among other benefits, for a fast-paced society. In 2005 and 2006, a group of physicians and researchers, in cooperation with the University of Maryland, were working to quickly improve the immune systems and recovery of some young terminal patients. Resulting in amazing success, they had turned to the most concentrated raw source of nutrition: seeds. Seeds contain 30 times the nutritional density of the fruit or vegetable used for nutritional consumption. Seeds also naturally contain all 17 minerals, 12 vitamins, 9 amino acids, and essential fatty acids needed by the human body every day. The best part, seeds are food. Thanks to a relatively new process called the cold press process, seeds are food, now easily digestible and incredibly bioavailable. Welcome to Seed Nutrition and Rhein International, the first company in the world to bring powerful seed nutrition to the world. The original seed combination used in the study would become Rhein's first of many powerhouse non-GMO seed-based products. Introducing Soul. Not only does Soul give your body the food-based nutrients that seeds promise, but because of the specific seeds chosen, Soul also delivers scientifically proven benefits to your cells. Brunswick Labs found that Soul naturally extends cell life 62%, reduces inflammation, the foundational cause of most disease, up to 33%. Soul also has been proven to be 2.5 times more effective than any product ever tested at Brunswick Labs at fighting off free radicals with antioxidant support. In fact, just one serving of Soul has been found to be more powerful at fighting off disease-causing free radicals than eating all 7 to 9 recommended fruits and veggies. It is concentrated, raw food. So, let food be thy medicine. Soul. Simple, cold-pressed, and delicious. Soul is not sold in stores, so get back to the person who shared this video with you and ask them how you can try the 90-day challenge, because taking 2 Soul a day for 90 days will change your body and your life. Our bodies are fighting the 21st century health battle. Don't let your cells go to war without the 21st century solution. To your health. Shake, rip, and sip.
Shake, rip, and sip. Yes, an easy way. So still on the go. You still want to go fast, but at least you can have the right nutrition. Yes, it all started in 2005 with Dr. Leonard, who was really researching the best solution, natural solution to help these kids who were suffering from cancer and were at the end of their life as children. So he was looking through a variety of seeds and found out that the combination of seeds makes the whole difference. And not every seeds are created equal. Obviously, you need to find the right seeds that are really high in nutrients, and that's what he did. So he found out, for example, that the black cumin seed is an amazing, incredible seed. Many people in the Middle East know about it, even in the Far East, because it has some particular property that was related both in the Bible and the Quran, in different religious books, as being the seed that can heal from everything but death. So you can do research on that. You can go on pubmed.gov, G-O-V, and you will find out a lot of information on that particular black cumin seed. Of course, the other different seeds, I will tell you about it in a moment, what they are all about. But what is important is that you have the raw source of nutrition that are organic, because, these seeds contain life. But if, what we typically buy out there might not be GMO free. It might be just, GMO seeds and not organic and full of pesticide and herbicide. And we think we do the right thing, right, by eating the seeds. But if they come from the wrong source, then it's not really do the jobs. So raw source of nutrition. Seeds are just amazing, but make sure you get the right one. Seeds contains typically 17 minerals, 12 vitamins. It's 30 times more potent nutrients density than fruit and vegetable. So you really go at the source of life, so you got the power here. And 9 amino acids and all essential fatty acids. It's a whole food. It's cold pressed, easily digestible, and bioavailable. When we eat seeds, typically it goes through the body and come out in your stool. So it's not very well absorbed. So that's why many people say either you grind them or you cold press them. And when you cold press them, there is another challenge. If you buy an oil, like whether it's an olive oil or flaxseed oil or avocado oil, all these oils are great until you open the lid. Because when you open the lid, oxygen comes in and then it will oxidize. So that's the challenge you have in seed oil. In this particular way, the way this company have created these products is really brilliant. First of all, they selected the blended seed that works synergetically, so you have better results. You have really great results. The seeds are all organic, and they are coming from self-sustainable farms. So this farm is specialized in seeds. So what they do, they really grow. I met these guys actually. It's called Mountain Valley company, and they are in US, and they specialized in producing seeds. And so the way they do it, they grow to fruit and vegetable at the ripe phase. They collect them, they take out the seeds for a resale, and they put back the fruit and vegetable. That's what I ask. I ask them, so what do you do with the fruit and vegetable? Oh no, we put it back in the soil, so it basically helps the soil to be very rich in nutrients. So that's brilliant, right? It's a good way to do it. So our products are vacuum sealed packaged to prevent oxidation. So, that's what preserves it. And we don't need to put additives or preservative in it because of that. If you would put it in big jars or in a bottle, as soon as you open it, you have this situation that I just mentioned, oxidation. So that way, not only it's handy because you can take them with you wherever you go. I'm looking for the bag that I wanted to show you that I have here somewhere, that I put somewhere. Oh, here we go. They were underneath. So these are these pouches, you see. So it's very easy. You shake them, you rip them and zip them. And because they are sealed, so they're very easy. And I love it because whenever I travel, I have my pouches with me. So what it's convenient, and to seal those for on the go, lifestyle. Very pharmaceutical grade manufacturing. So I went to the facility. I went to have a look. It was funny. I had to put all these things to protect, but I could see the quality. I could see the testing they were doing. They're doing three types of testing. They do at the arrival of the seeds, in the middle of the production, and before it left the facility. So they want to make sure there is no traces of herbicides, pesticides, and heavy metal. So they are constantly testing and making sure if at the arrival of the seeds there are some traces of pesticides and herbicide, they send them back. That's what they've been doing, and I find that really great. So that's what the products are all about. And as you can see, of course, it's dairy-free, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's vegan. So it's low carbs, low calorie, powerful selection of superfood, paleo approved, hypoallergenic, so no nuts, nothing in it. So here you have a really interesting product, I would say. So it's also backed up by science. We have an advisory board of scientists, and they develop patents around this product constantly. So right now we already have 17 patents, and it continues to expand. So continually conducting clinical research and trials, and we get this information available. So we have a website where we can go to, and we have access to this research. So the website I will share with you later, but I can tell you already the name of it. It's called seedscience.org. And this is an independent organization that is just supporting the research around seed nutrition. As you can see, the validations are underneath, a bunch of validation, including the BSCG, that is a validation designed for proving that is a non-drugged product, and so therefore athletes and Olympic athletes can take it, and of course all the other evaluation here that you have. So I feel confident about this. Here is this website. So I was mentioning it's called the International Seed Nutrition Society. That is this scientific body that continuously do research around seed nutrition and around the power of seeds. So you can go on seedscience.org. It's a brand new website. So you can become a member and you can ask questions to health specialists. And you'll have access already to some information. So check it out. Okay, the company, as I mentioned before, is represented in about 41 countries right now and expanding. And all over the places here, as you can see, in Europe, as well as in Africa, Nigeria, and South Africa right now. North America, of course, Canada and US, and Central America and Mexico right now, Colombia, and expanding, of course, in Asia, all over Asia, from Malaysia to Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam. So you could operate your business if you would want to do a business with that. Or if you have family in different places, you can certainly help them with these particular products. So let me introduce you to the flagship products. Soul and Core being the product that really are a good tandem. They are designed to cleanse, restore, and nourish. Bent is the third new B that I will briefly tell you about in a moment. But let's focus on the first one, which is Soul. So Soul is made of three seeds and D ribosa. I'm going to go into it. Designed to restore and nourish the cells. So it really helps your body on an energetical level, but also on restoring all the things that you may have. Made out of black cumin seeds, the famous star that is actually in all our product, always in our product, because it really, actually it's a seed that empower the others. So when you have black cumin seeds, you automatically have more results from the other seeds that are in it. It's interesting. So black raspberry seeds is not blackberry, it's black raspberry seeds. So I didn't know about it before. So it's a berry that grows only in US or in North America, I would say. And there are three types of raspberries. The typical red one we know, the yellow raspberries, and the black raspberries. And in that three level of quality of antioxidant and nutrition, the black raspberry is the highest one. We also have Chardonnay grape seeds. Chardonnay is a white grape that is contain a lot of good stuff in it, and D-ribose, which is a 5-carbon sugar, but 5-carbon natural sugar. It's a sugar we produce, basically. You can find it also in plants. So that sugar, funnily enough, it helps diabetic people. So when you drink this, we have a lot of diabetic people who are no longer diabetic because this sugar regulates. Like I said, it's a natural sugar. It's also that sugar that athletes are typically taking to get more energy after, trying really hard to get to where they want to be. So therefore, it's a very important part. So when you take a pouch of Soul, you give to your body the equivalent of 8 to 10 fruit and vegetable and 2 to 3 servings of healthy fat. So that's the equivalent of antioxidant that you give to your body. So when you give that to your body, what is he going to tell you? Yeah, thank you. Now I can repair. So you'll see obviously some noticeable results. You're going to see a healthier skin and hair. You're going to see, your immune system. You're not going to get sick anymore. Natural, sustainable energy. You don't have these ups and downs anymore. I don't have craving also because I have more nutrients in my body. You create, you will have a mental clarity, and it helps to combat free radicals. So you might ask, what are the free radicals? Well, in our body we have the good and the bad guys. So the bad guys are the free radicals because they attack our body. They are created in our body when we are under stress. So when we have a lot of antioxidation, or when we are under a polluted environment, or when we are not doing enough sports, or too much sports, actually, like either way. When it's too much, it's too much. Everything is too much is no good. So when you eat badly, of course, then you develop free radicals. So that is what antioxidants are doing. They are the good guys. They are helping to eliminate the free radicals and to create balance in your body. Therefore, your joints are going to feel better too. You're not going to have aches and pains anymore the way it is. Now, all what I tell you is backed up by science. There was an independent lab called the Brunswick Lab that has done some research around this product, and they did evaluation on 3 levels: the anti-aging, the anti-inflammation, and the antioxidant level, and they were absolutely amazed to see the results. So here we have the example of the antioxidant level. Look at this. There are 5 groups of free radicals. Okay, and many products you could find on the market, they may have really great grades and rates on 1 or 2 antioxidant, but the 5, it's really got hard to and difficult to fight. So here you got the evaluation that has been done. So typically the USDA is suggesting that we eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, and that we get the quality nutrients of 7,300. So very difficult to get. Most people eat like 1/3 of that. So typically, now you give to your body these nutrients, and it really fight the 5 group of free radicals. So underneath is checked for all the 5, and you have the equivalent of 8,990 in 1 pouch, and the 17,000 is the equivalent of 2 pouches. Okay, so that gives you the idea. Anti-aging, anti-inflammation, antioxidants, high percentage, 62% for anti-inflammation, anti-aging 33%, antioxidant, here you got the results. So we can give you more information of the science behind the product, but we also have some proof. You can do the blood test yourself. You go and do the blood test. Here is the before and after blood test. On the left side, you have a typical blood that is not doing very well. That person is not doing very well because all the cells are agglomerated together, sticking together, sticky basically. So when cells, blood cells are sticky, they cannot transport nutrients from one place to another. So it's not growing, it's not moving. So that's not good. On the right side, and typically that was 2 hours after, but we have videos of a naturopath who did this test and 30 minutes after, 1 hour after, and 2 hours after, and it's getting always better. So here you have a cell that is healthy, oxygenated. The oxygen can circulate, the nutrients can be taken here and there. They're happy cells. So that's the difference that you can observe. Wonderful way. So, but you see, it's good to nourish your cells, but hey, if you don't cleanse, it's going to be a big problem. So cleansing, really important. We need to go typically to the washroom twice a day. That would be good. Some people don't even go to the washroom every 2 days, sometimes once a week. And that's really a lot of garbage that is accumulated inside the body. So this product will help you to move all that forward. And I'll let you watch this video from Dr. Jeff Wright, who is a naturopath, and he's going to very well explain what core is all about.
So do you want me to look at you, or do you want me to look at the camera? So when I see somebody, I usually find that they have problems removing environmental garbage. We call it detox for short.
Because one of our problems is we have all these pro-inflammatory things that are happening to us throughout the day. Our cells are being exposed to things that are changing those over time, and you've got to clean out those cells and make them healthy, and then get rid of the bad cells.
The liver is in charge of detoxification. That's its primary purpose. Usually when I'm trying to support the liver, I'll ask patients to go and get some milk thistle and dandelion. Then I'll have people take chlorella and spirulina. Both of those are blue-green algae that help people to remove garbage from their body. Then I'd want them on some extra concentrated nutrition like kale or other cruciferous vegetables. And core happens to have all these things in there, along with wheatgrass, which is a superfood, and aloe vera, which is an herb that helps to soothe the digestive tract. And then there's black cumin and cranberry seed, which have hundreds of studies which show extraordinary benefits for the body. Most people don't understand that the seed is actually the most concentrated part of the plant. The concern about the seed is that it has a hull or a husk around it. So if you can take that seed, grind it or pulverize it into flour, you now release all the healthy oils and all the healthy fiber, which then makes a product which, if you can harness that, that product is going to be as much as 25 to 30 times more concentrated. The research has shown us that about 70 to 75% of the immune system actually lives in the digestive tract. So when you nourish the digestive tract, you're also helping to nourish and support the immune system. Now, interestingly enough, if you're talking about nerve cells, half of the nerve cells live inside the head, inside of our skull, but half of the nerve cells also live in the digestive tract. And so when you're also nourishing the immune system, because you're nourishing the digestive tract, you're also nourishing the brain, the nervous system. It's thought that about 90% of the happy hormone or serotonin is made in the digestive tract. Well, if you nourish and cleanse the digestive tract, you may also get mood changes and mood improvements by doing that. I've never seen any product that has what this has. I've looked at a lot of products and they all have pieces, but none of them are as complete as core. I go and look at green drinks all over the place, and I'll take a green drink and compare it to one green drink to another green drink. I get the powders, I get the green drinks, but when I compare them across the board with core, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything as powerful in a 1 ounce packet.
Core, amazing little product with so much power. Small pack, but so much power in it. Yeah, as you can see, black cumin seeds is being the star of the night again, giving us so much power. So black cumin seed, milk thistle, and cranberry seeds. These three seeds are working miracle, and they are helping for cleansing, as you can see. So yeah, I mean, I used to take this similar content separately, but it's a little bit cumbersome when you put that in a mixer and you try to do some kind of a tasty mix, not always tasty, but here you get something really good. So on the top of these three seeds, you have aloe vera and dandelion and kale, as well as chlorella, spirulina. So you have wheatgrass and chlorophyll. So you have even algae that helps to transport and get rid of the heavy metal. So brilliant, brilliant combination of elements that you can feel makes a difference. So science behind it, yes. Burnchick Lab again, once again here, 3 times more the comprehensive antioxidant protection of the most consumed fruit and vegetable. So look at the numbers. You see, remember we had 2 pouches and it was 19,000. Here we got 1 pouch and we have 21,000. So higher level of antioxidant than even so. So it really supports the body very well. So what does the body tell you? Thank you again. Here we go. Better oxygenation. You breathe better. That means you recuperate better, right? When you breathe better, you bring the oxygen in your blood cell and in your blood flow. And that means it carries all the elements to repair. Your intestine and digestive systems works well. They can eliminate better. And it works, of course, with the kidneys. So remember the nerve cells, 70% of the nerve cells are inside the digestive tract. So therefore, your brain function is improving. And of course, the liver is the working body of our system to eliminate and detox. So is the spleen. So the spleen and liver are working together. So here we go. You got a very good combination of elements, and so I always say the tandem of soul and core makes a difference. When you take them together, you take the soul in the morning, the core in the evening, you'll feel the difference. So drink your seeds, make it easy for your body. It will be better absorbed. You will feel better and you won't have any soreness anymore. So it's very highly anti-inflammatory. It nourishes the cells. It cleanses naturally. So it's all natural. You don't have to go to buy these special detox cure. One in the spring, one in the in the fall. I find that a little bit sad because we need to clean every day, right? This is like no shower, like not going to the washroom. Imagine what's happening in our body. Yeah, so the natural cleansing is important. Restore the natural body balance. So the body will find all the nutrients and the element that it needs to self-regulate and to find optimum health. It's the best doctor, your body is the best doctor that you can have. So your energy will, of course, increase, and the natural healing will move forward, and of course, much more. But you let us know. So also the oxygen radical absorbance capacity has been compared with other products on the market. All these super juices that exist out there, and they taste probably good, but it has been compared in terms of the oxygen radical absorption. So that means, does it really go somewhere? Does it really transform and move? You see, here has been compared, the soul is 4,995, but this is only 30 milliliter. The soul pouch contains 60 milliliter. So it would be 8,990, and the core up there, 10,850. So you see, really interesting in terms of absorption. Now, what does do the athlete says? Well, I said, well, that looks like a cool product. Okay, let's try it. Well, none of these athletes have been sponsored by Rhein. They just decided to take it and saw the difference. And why do they feel confident about it? For several reasons. Well, the logic of the seed nutrition is one thing, but you see up there is the certified BSCG I mentioned before, certified drug-free. So that means all the athletes, the Olympic athletes, can take it with no problem, and it's also recognized by the WADA and the colon list, which is our body that are very stringent when it comes to certification of product. The BSCG has even promoted our product, which is something they never do because they come across so many products, but they found that this was really a product they could talk about. What kind of athletes? Well, really from a wide variety of areas, from the triathlons, Colleen Cannon beneath at the bottom, to judo, Abigail Joanne judo, and you have, of course, bodybuilding, runners, the strongest man on earth. You know, this guy that is pushing or pulling the planes or the trucks, he's also taking our product. We also have kickboxing and traditional boxing, skiers, basketball players, volleyball players, and you name it. So many athletes are endorsing this product because they know it's natural and they feel better. So if it's good for top athletes, well, it's probably good for us, right? So here we go. When you take product, you see a wide range of benefits. We have tons of testimonials that are coming to us with astounding results. This is an example. Eczema. I mean, interesting how fast that can work. What is also good to know is that this product, you can apply it on your skin. It's not just, what I suggest when you have an issue, you drink 90% of it and you apply 10% on the area of pain or ache or skin issue that you have. And you will see, you do that a few times and you will see the difference. And I tell you why I can be sure of that, because myself, I had a little eczema between my legs in summer. It was hot and all that. And I didn't think of salt right away. I tried a few things. I tried coconut oil. I tried aloe vera oil. I tried a variety of oils. Nothing worked. And it still was so itchy. And then all of a sudden came to mind, okay, why don't I try the salt? And imagine, I didn't even think of it. I was taking it. I didn't think of it. And there you go. In 3 days, it was gone. 3 days. I couldn't believe it. I was trying so hard with other things and it didn't work. So obviously that helps tremendously, and it helps from all side of the planet, from all age as well. Helps with the skin problem. It also helps with eyes. Here in this particular case, she had retina damage and got repaired after 6 months. But here also I have personal experiences. I have a friend of mine who was supposed to get operated, and she's in her early 60s. And I said to her, don't do that. Don't do that. Just take the soles for 3 to 4 months. And after you can check, I can guarantee it's going to change something. And she did, no operation. Now, same with my mom. My mother is 90 years old, and she was supposed to get operated from the cataract. I said, don't do that. Take the salt. Take 2 a day or 1. No, she took 1 a day. She took 1 salt, 1 core a day, every day for about 4 to 5 months as well. She's still taking it 2 years later. She's still taking this product. It feels very good. She feels much better than before. But she went to, she went to check for eyes. And she was supposed to get operated, plus changing her glasses. None of that happened. The optometrist said, I don't know what's going on, but your eyes are fine. You don't need to get an operation, and you don't need to change glasses. Everything is okay. So we were very happy. I was proud, you can imagine. So also diabetes people. I have a personal friend of mine who is pre-diabetic, and she been trying the product for 4 months as well. So after 3-4 months, and she saw the progression. So she's taking her insulin level every morning, and she used to be on a level of 10 to 11. I don't know if that tells you anything, because every country have different measurement. And now she's between 5 to 6. And when she went down to 6.8, she said, I cannot believe it. I never been as low as that for a long time. And now she's at between 5 and 6, and she's really amazed by that, and she takes 2 salt and 1 core a day. And that has been done for the past 3 to 4 months. So here you go, and no medication at all. And we hear a lot of people who have diabetes who are really getting much, much better. As you can see, from tumor to psoriasis, and just try it, and let us know how you feel and what it does for you. Here again, more eczema situation, skin problem, acne, even autism. Some people have autism and it improves as well. Weight loss or weight gain, depending on what your body needs. So things are happening and just moving in a nice way, in a nice direction. This is the case of a woman who have suffered from fibromyalgia and rheumatoid and much more, nerve damages. As you can see on the left, a lot of trouble. Poor person who was really suffering a lot, and changed her life. This product completely changed her life. 3 months later, less decrease of morphines. 5 months later, wheelchair away. Can you imagine? After so many years, wheelchair away, could walk again. After 6 months, physiotherapy. I mean, it's just fantastic, right? To be able to help people that way. To make a difference. So you give their life, you give the life back when you use, or you get your life back when you use this product. And same with friend that I met not too long ago. Friend, she was she's a vibrant woman. I met her about 2 weeks ago, and she said, you know what? I mean, this product have really saved my life. I was in a depression. I had fibromyalgia. And nothing really went well. And now look at me. And yes, she was really amazing. So very vibrant. I could never even think that she had all that. And in a very short period of time, cholesterol and blood sugar adjusted. And here you go. Tom has definitely seen the progression and the changes. My cholesterol, I have a family history of high cholesterol, in spite of the fact that I eat very healthy and I'm physically active and everything. I never eat fried food or bread or any of this, so, and still, but now it's better. So I'm happy. But here's somebody who really was facing a big challenge and really found her life back. So I'll let you listen to Temple, and she's going to share with you what happened to her.
Hi, my name is Temple Swift, and I have had the craziest 6 months. I'm a relatively healthy person who have been lucky enough to be off all allergy and asthma medications for the last 10 years. And I, all of a sudden, in January 12th, had what looked like a stroke. The whole left side of my face went numb, my left arm, my left fingers were all tingly. And so when I went into the hospital 3 days later, because how could I be having a stroke, they further testing showed through an MRI that in fact it wasn't a stroke, it was the pressure caused by the brain tumor that I have right here in the center of my forehead, approximately the size of a large grape. That's right, all of a sudden, in January, I discovered I had a brain tumor. As of May 8th, I was to have brain surgery. They were going to go up through my nose rather than the traditional cutting my head open from ear to ear, which was a good news thing. However, that meant a ton of specialist appointments, 15 in total, which meant that I had basically a full-time job just taking care of my health. As you can see, I'm sitting here on June 27th, and we have fabulous news. When they were going to go up through my nose, that meant that I needed to, they were going to break it in 3 spots. So I needed to go to as many fine dining restaurants and chew as many steaks and roast beef as I could, because if you break your nose, it's very difficult to chew. And so about 4 weeks before I was able to chew. I also was going to lose my sense of smell. And that was very scary because, you know, you need your sense of smell. I have 2 little boys, and you need to know when it's bath time. And so I drank a lot of red wine, had a lot of wine tastings, because what would be the point of ever drinking a glass of wine if you could no longer smell or taste it? Exactly. So I ended up doubling up as well on my Rhein product. And Rhein is a high antioxidant nutritional seed-based product. And I had heard a testimonial that somebody had shrunk their brain tumor. So I thought, why not? I'm going to just double up on it. And what I did with the Rhein was I had 2 soles a day and 2 cores a day. And that seems to have, according to the surgeon who called me on May the 7th, literally 11 hours before surgery, he said, I don't know what you've been doing, but continue doing it, because you've actually shrunk your brain tumor. And all of a sudden, there was no surgery. So May 8th, I was scheduled for surgery, and it didn't happen. Why? Because I shrunk the brain tumor. So we went back on June 23rd for my 5th MRI, and I ended up going in today on June 27th to speak with my surgeon and to see the photos taken of my brain and the brain tumor on the June 23rd. And so today, June 27th, we all sat down and looked at the screen, and there's no tumor. It's gone. It's completely gone. And it's so surreal that I went through 6 months of absolute crazy, but it's gone. And I just wanted to say that I'm very thankful. So thanks so much, and we'll keep on being healthy.
There we go. Astounding, isn't it? Astounding. I mean, I'm so happy to hear about that situation and imagine what you can do also for yourself, right? So these are the 2 flagship product that I was telling you about, which is Soul and Core, and these are the 2 new products. I don't want to go in depth in it. I just want to scratch the surface. So you have Bend. That is specifically designed for your joints. So that is made out of black cumin seed oil, as always, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and you have turmeric in it, curcuma, turmeric, and you have glucosamine, you have lavagene, you have vitamin B3, vitamin E, vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamin K, and black pepper. So this combination of elements is very unique, and they really act very quickly on the joints and the muscles. Pure is our latest baby, just came out. I also like it very much. It's a pre and probiotic, as you can see. It's little pouches. It comes for North America in 2 different tastes. It's fruit punch and lemon lime. I had a hard time to decide which one I prefer. At first was the lemon lime and then the punch, and now I like both. So it's kind of difficult to recommend you one or the other. You just taste it yourself, and we're going to come, when we meet, you'll be able to assess that. So pre and probiotic, what is that? You know, we have a lot of bacteria in our stomach, and they are good and bad one. The good one, obviously, they help to digest, they help to make the flora balance. And again, if you have a good digestive system, then everything else works well, because it's important to have the nutrients going in our body to repair, to support the energy, to basically create the best of what we can be. So in that, you have pumpkin seeds oil, you have watermelon seed oil, you have flaxseed oil, prebiotic and probiotic, as well as inulin. Amazing product. So I will let you discover that at our next visit. You know what we do in our group? We try the kinesiology. Are you familiar with that? You know, I explained to you a little bit what It is. Everything is energy in the universe. We are energy products, generate frequency and vibration. Everything generates a vibration and frequency. And so we resonate with it or we don't. So when you take a product, this product resonates, right? And it has a vibrate at a high frequency. And so do we. So for example, if you put your arm up and you resist when somebody push down, if you say, my name is Patrick, and so if your name is Patrick, then obviously you're going to be strong. If you say, my name is Sylvia, then you push and you're going to be weak. If you say in your mind, yes, 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 you're going to be strong. If you say in your mind, no, 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 you're going to be weak. So if you take a pack of cigarette in your hand, well, you would be weak. If you take alcohol in your hand, you would be weak. If you take a pouch of soul or core or bent or pure, you'll see what your body does. It's amazing. It's astounding. So if you take a cell phone and you put a cell phone in your hand, you'll see how weak you look, you'll be. So you can test it. There is, of course, different ways to test it. We'll do that with you and you can evaluate for yourself. Okay? So now, how much does it cost? Well, I have another question for you. How much are you ready to invest for your health? You want to invest per day. Let's say per day, okay? Per day, you invest into coffee or donuts or, all kind of food that might not be the best one for you, right? You maybe spend $20 per day. You maybe spend $10 per day. But if you really want to invest for your health, to have a better, long-lasting life in a good state of health, where you don't have to go to doctor, where you don't suffer anymore, how much are you ready to spend? Well, here it's going to cost you only $7.30 per day for both, for soul and core, and that's including tax and shipping. So this is really, for me, is a no-brainer. But because before I used to take a lot of supplements, and it was a lot more expensive than that at the end of the day. And in many of these supplements, you have a lot of fillers, so it doesn't do the job. The bioavailability or the absorption is not really strong. So it's about choice, right? It's all about choice. And it's a decision away. It's your future, it's your choice. You can go to the left towards the fast food, or you can go to the right towards fruits and vegetable, knowing that they are not as good quality as they used to be. So the alternative to support your body and give it the best nutrition, seed nutrition would be the answer. So, but it's up to you. If you want to invest in your health, in any case, you have 30-day money-back guarantee. If after 29 days you say, you know what, I don't like it anymore, I want to return it, no problem, no question asked, we'll refund you. You have two types of prices. One is you just want to try it, retail customer, full price, you try it, no problem. But you can save money. You can take the preferred customer program, which is an ownership system. So you sign up online, open an account, and then you choose your product. Typically, what is important is to choose soul and core. You take 2 boxes, right? If you want to take 3, you can take more. But 2 boxes cost you only $220. So that's the $7.30 I was telling you about. That's including tax and shipping. For soul and core, $220. Instead of taking 1 box, here you can see the prices are a little bit higher because it's 1 box at a time. But if you take 2 boxes together, then you save money. So 25 to 30% less, and that's an option. Now, if you want to get these products for free, you can do that too. But that's the conversation of the second part of this presentation, which is geared toward the business side of this business. So for that matter, I invite you to go on another link or go back to the person who introduced you to this video, and they will send you the link for the business side. Now, I just want to give you some information. As I told you, I used to take separate ingredients of the core. If we take the example of the core, not all of them, but pretty much everything, like the chlorophyll, the wheatgrass, the spirulina, the chlorella, the kale, the cranberries. I used to take that. I didn't take black seed oil. I didn't take milk thistle seeds. But yeah, it was anyway a lot more expensive and not so delicious, I have to say. Not always so delicious. Some of them is really hard to swallow. So here, if you compare with how much it costs you with the box of core, so you save about $150. And you eat less because you're more nourished. You won't be craving, and you definitely eat a little bit less. So I can guarantee you that. If I compare that with Sol, remember one Sol pack contains the antioxidant level of about 8 to 10 fruit and vegetable and 2 or 3 serving of healthy fatty acid. So if you just go on the market and buy that serving, it costs you about $16, right? $15.85. And a pouch of Sol costs you $3.45. So you did the math. You understand? Is at the end is cheaper, but it's definitely higher nutrition. What also makes me feel good is to know that this company, Rhein International, is not only about profit. It's also about giving back. So every box you're going to buy, they're going to take 25 cents and put it in a foundation. It's called Seeds for Change Foundation. This foundation is really designed to help a variety of causes, and I'm going to tell you about it in a moment. But they also plant trees. So for every certain amount, they plant trees, but for every partner joining us, they're going to plant 1 to 5 trees, depending on the package that people take. So it's really giving back, and that makes me feel much better. So for instance, right now we have concrete stuff. We have just came back from a convention, and we learned and we could see that Musana organization, Musana Jewelry, they are helping these women who are from Uganda and creating lucky seeds. I mean, it's all seed-based jewelry. And it was a little village who didn't have much, right? So they had, all the typical situation in Africa. Now they have education for the kids, so they have access to books and to proper teaching. They have a health care that they didn't have access to before. They have a place where they can do their jewelry that didn't have that before. And what is interesting in Africa, like people don't have much, but they have a cell phone. But in this village, they didn't have, it was actually just 60% of the population who had cell phones. So now everybody has a cell phone. So they're happy, I guess. Then you have trees.org, which is the organization we're associated with, who plants the trees. You can go on that website. You can see the level of sponsorship of different companies, and Rhein is one of the top one. And they also created a secondary school in Puerto Vallarta, or let's say put together a school. And Byron Belka, who is the owner of the company, went there, and all the executive staff went there, and distributors also went there. It was amazing. There is a video you can check. Really, really cool. So it feels good, you're not just going to buy a product to feel better, but you're going to also buy a product to help others. So I like that idea. Now it's time to taste it. When are we going to meet? When are you going to meet the person who shared that video with? So you can taste it, you can evaluate, you do muscle testing if you want to do that. In any case, very happy to have shared that with you. If you want to go deeper, you can always do your own research, and you go on pubmed.gov, you go under black seed, and you will find 750 research around that particular seed, plus all the other seeds as well. If you want to go on the website of the company, you go on myreinlab.com/optimumbeing is my website, but every partner have a different personalized website. It always starts with myreinlab.com and then / whatever extension they have. So in my case, Optimum Being, but go back to the person who introduced you to this video. You can check the Seeds for Change Foundation, and you can check this other society, the International Seed Nutrition Society, under seedscience.org. I hope that this video was helpful. You may have several questions. Please go back to the person who introduced you to this video. And I hope that you're going to improve your lifestyle, have a vibrant life, and be super happy sharing with others. Good timing, isn't it? Okay, thank you very much. And we speak next time.